Today, I'm going to show you how to make $3.40 over and over and over again. And if you take this method seriously and actually take action, you can potentially make $340 a day with this method. Stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Winning with Quincy, and on this channel, we teach you everything your favorite gurus leave out. Whether it's intentional or not, this channel will give you the key details that they typically leave out. If this is your first time on the channel, subscribe, click the notification bell, and join the winning team so you can be notified every time I drop a valuable video. The winning team is leveraging automation in 2020 and beyond. We're leaving manual tasks in 2019. We want freedom, so we're going to be on the right side of automation. We're creating digital employees, and if you want to keep trading your time for money, that's so sad.
I was very sad to see that.
Automation is going to hit you like...
Oh my God!
Now today, we're diving into a method that could potentially make you $340 a day. And I say potentially now because I can't guarantee anything. I don't know your work ethic, and I don't know if you're leveraging the right technology. Now I'm sure you've seen this method from some of the most popular gurus. This method actually works and it drives a ton of targeted traffic. Your favorite gurus have showed you this method, however they leave out the key details. They steer you in the wrong direction, but I'm here to help you out. I'm here to get you back on course. It's time to start creating some passive income. So we're going to be leveraging a powerful social media platform that will drive ultra-targeted traffic to your CPA offer. Now, if you're new to CPA, CPA stands for cost per action, and affiliate networks like Maxbounty will pay affiliates for certain action that your traffic performs. For example, if someone enters an email, completes a form, or even makes a purchase, these networks will pay you for those specific actions. Today, we're going to be leveraging Twitter to drive ultra-targeted traffic to this CPA offer for Maxbounty. Now, this offer pays you $3.40 per lead, and it does require a 2-page submit, so your traffic has to complete multiple pages before you get paid. And we're only approved for 100 actions per day. But at $3.40 per action, we can make $340 a day. I'm going to show you how to do this with a push of a button instead of you spending 8 to 12 hours slaving for it. Now once it's set up, you can push that button every single day, and just like that, you've created a digital employee. Now, first I'm going to show you the manual way that these gurus have made popular, and then I'm going to show you how to automate this thing. So the first step was to select a CPA offer. Now we just went over that, and the second step is to build your link. So we're going to click on build tracking link, and we're going to select social, and we want a raw link. Now the next thing we need to do is select our landing page. Once we've selected our landing page, we can copy this URL. Now you're going to want to shorten this URL because this thing is ugly. And you can use bit.ly or any other link shortening platforms, but I prefer to use ClickMagick simply because you can customize your link, and not only that, you can also cloak your link, which will help you out when you post it on multiple social media platforms. Some social media platforms do not allow traffic to CPA offers, so having something like ClickMagick that allows you to cloak your link is essential to being as efficient as possible. Okay, so I've left a 14-day free trial in the description below. Feel free to use that because it's highly suggested. You're going to want your traffic to be able to click on your link without social media platforms flagging it. So now let's get into the method. Like I said, we're going to be leveraging Twitter because people tweet all day long, and our offer caters to people searching for a job. So if we put our offer in front of people tweeting, "I need to find a job," in quotation marks, because the quotation marks make sure that these terms are within their tweet. Now, we're looking for the latest posts. As you can see, Twitter gives us people that are feeling a certain type of way, so much so that they tweeted about it. We're about to position ourselves to make bank. Now these gurus will tell you to respond to all these tweets, and you're gonna have to spend your long, hard time just going through here, replying for 8 to 12 hours, doing the same task over and over and over. I mean, listen to these guys.
By the way, this method will get you a lot of traffic. It'll be really easy. You should be able to get at least 100 clicks an hour if you just keep doing this, okay? So, I mean, I suggest do this for 8 hours and just message.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that gets me every single time. But what's not funny is you trading your time online for money. All right, let me show you my favorite software that will help us leverage automation, create a digital employee. That way you can push a button and have this software do this task for you. All right, so I'm gonna walk you through this bot. I'm not gonna show you how I built it, but I'm gonna show you exactly how this thing will actually work. All right, so all of these are nodes that are actual commands that will tell this bot to do a certain task. So we're gonna navigate to twitter.com. We're actually gonna have it type this comment into this field and then hit enter. Now with Twitter, you're going to have to scroll down the page. So I've created a loop that'll do this 20 times, but the first thing we need to do is select the latest post. So we're gonna run this and it selects the latest post. And now I'm gonna loop through and actually capture each one of these tweets actual URL. So if we were to click on this tweet, you get a specific URL. So what I'm doing is I'm going to scrape each one of those URLs every time it loops through. So let me actually pull up my debugger to kind of show you what we have going on. So right now we don't have anything in any of the lists that we've created, right? So let me hit run here, and what this software is doing is as it's scrolling down, it's capturing all of the tweets URL. All right, so in a matter of minutes, this bot is doing what would take you hours to do. By the time this is done, we'll have over 340 tweets, and what we're gonna do is we can have it cycle back through and actually scrape the content in each one of these tweets, and then we can narrow that list down and then have the bot go through and actually reply to each one of these tweets. Now I'm not going to scrape the actual contents of these tweets, but I am going to show you the bot replying to each one of them. So actually it looks like we have 227 tweets that we have just gotten. All right, so now we're going to create a table, and then we're going to set the row. We're actually going to set that down here. All right, we're going to set the row, and we're going to set the post URL. So before I do that, the table that we've created, the variables are the rows. Okay, so each one of these columns has a URL in it, and as I increment the row, it'll move down and go to each different tweet. All right, so what you want to do is you want to set your row as a variable, and then when you increment that, it'll go to 1, 2, 3, 4. In this instance, we're going to start out at row 100, and it'll increment and go down and down and down. So as I set this post URL, you're going to see this actual URL populate up here. Watch. All right, and then within this this loop that I've created, you're gonna do this comment, which is this whole custom command that I've created. All right, so it's gonna go to that URL, and I've built a little bit of logic in here, and then it'll type the text, wait, and click on an element. All right, so then it'll loop through 10 times, but you know, if I wanted to go through this whole list, I would make it make the actual number of loops equal to the table rows. So as you can see, there's a little bit of a thought process that's gone into building this bot, but it will replicate the tasks that you actually do to actually make money with Maxbounty. So let me just show you, let me get this to a point where it'll just pull up the tweet and then reply to it, but not actually reply. So we are going to run this. And it actually responded using a spin text that I've used. All right, so what we want to do is we want to be able to comment a reply to each one of these tweets, but we don't want to send the same reply every single time. So what you use is what's called spin text. All right, so spin text is a format of text that allows you to reply to messages in an alternate or random way. That way you're not sending the same message over and over and over again. The way that it's formatted is by using these curly brackets and these pipes in order to separate what you're saying. So you have 3 greetings here: hey, hola, hi, greetings, okay? And the bot will say one of those 3 every time it's commanded to reply. So in my case, I'm spinning different sentences and parts of a sentence. So I have 2 ways to start out: not having a job around the holidays is the worst, or not good around this time. And then my second sentence, I broke it down into 4 parts. If you're looking for a job, or if you need a job, or if you seriously need a job, or if you haven't found a job yet and are still looking, right? Then the last part is actually referring them to my link, right? I always had luck on this site. I've always had good luck using this site. I've always found a job on, and then my link. And so I hope that makes sense. And if not, please comment below, let me know, and I'll try to help you out. As we look at this bot, all right, now if I delete this and I have this actual comment again, I run this, it's going to be different. You see, not having a job around the holidays is the worst. If you haven't found a job yet and are still looking, I've always found a job on this site. Alright, if we do it one more time, you get a variation of the same message. Alright, that way you're not tweeting the same message every single time. So now what I want to do is I want to show you this actual bot in action. Okay, so I'm going to loop through this. You're going to see it actually go through, I've got to change something. Whoopsies! So I have to drag this click command back into my command, and the reason being is because that actually clicks on reply once my comment is entered into the text field. And another thing I think I need to do is put a delay in here. So we're going to put a wait right above this type text command, and that's going to just make sure that my type text command actually fires every time the tweet comes up. So you don't want this bot going through these commands super fast. You want it to actually be able to catch the actual action that you want to replicate. So we're going to be starting off at row 211, and we're just going to let this go. And as you can see, we are actually commenting. All right, we're going through a whole list. Now we're only going to loop through 10 times, but we're going through and we're commenting to these tweets. All right, and you can see it's successful. Now we're going to make this a little more sophisticated with randomization and some of these wait times, especially as you're looping through. You want this wait at the end to always be random, so it doesn't look like it's an actual, bot. But I'm just showing you the basics, okay? So you have this thing going on and you're pushing a button instead of you actually having to go through on Twitter and reply to these comments, okay? Copy and paste, copy and paste. No, you want to have something else happen. You want this bot to do it. You want to be able to randomize things, and if you target a certain way, you don't have to have the most sophisticated responses to certain things. And yes, some comments are gonna want some sort of emotional hook, but you can write certain things into your copy to do that, and it's all about a numbers game. So if you can reply to thousands instead of a couple hundred, and you get even a slightly lower success rate, you're still winning. You're not trading your time to do it, and it's happening while you're probably at work getting, trading your time for money before you can start doing this just full time. All right, you're creating a second source of income with this. You set up the process, and then you don't have to trade your time doing it. You can be more efficient. This can happen all throughout your business, even if you're not just doing Maxbounty and things like that. This software is compatible with 99% of the websites out there. All right, and for a software to interact with those type of sites is incredible. All right, this value of $300 just for the standard version is a steal, but I know sometimes you guys can be in a hard spot, and this is the holidays. Since you're watching Winning with Quincy, you're not even gonna have to spend $300. You're not even gonna have to spend $100. You can get started with U-Bot standard version for only $97. And if you take action, I will even throw in my Craigslist bot. I'm sure you guys have seen John Cristani's video on how to actually sell his product. He's gonna teach you how to go slow. I'm gonna show you how to go Ricky Bobby.
If you ain't first, you're last. You know what I'm talking about? That phrase is trademark, not to use the outside tradition of Ricky Bobby.
If you're trying to step your game up and you want to be efficient, it's time to take action. I hope you gotten value from this video. If you're not part of the gang, join the winning team. Subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell to become part of the winning team. Alright? I'm dropping jewels all the time, teaching you everything they're leaving out. Subscribe to the winning team. I'll catch you on the next one.